A very good evening and welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Let me ask this question: that are you aware that William Samoei Ruto just decided to fire some of his two CSs? Surprised, eh? You are not aware. So William Ruto decided to fire his two CSs by hiring the ones that maybe he felt like were supposed to be in office or we were supposed to work with. That is there is the problem of this is now the problem of working in an environment that you don't have anybody that can defend you, or maybe you don't have people don't know you. Now I want to tell you the people that have been fired. Okay, we know very well that due to the reshuffling of the CSS yesterday, William Ruto decided to reshuffle the CSS and bring in new CSS, employ others, people whom he had fired, and those who had been in the previous government right now are going to join him in his government. But something is happening here that is when I was reading this list once again, and I came to realize that there are two people that have been fired. Two CSS have been fired. Now that is the first person that have been fired is Andrew Kinyanjui. That one, that was the one that was the CS. Kinyanjui was the CS of Agriculture. Now his position is going to be taken by Mutahi Kagwe. Mutahi Kagwe is going to replace Andrew Kinyanjui. Now, where is Andrew Kinyanjui going to? So right now, Mutahi Kagwe is going to take a position of someone who has been fired. Now, the second person that has been fired is Margaret Njuguna. Margaret Njuguna was the CS of IT economy. His position is going to be taken by Honorable William Kabogo. Now, I have a question. Now, are you seeing the reasons to the way you are shocked the moment I told you that I leaked to you that there are two CSs that have been fired? Now, I want us to look at why did William Ruto find it easy to fire these people without anybody noticing? Why is it that William Ruto found, why is it that it is only these people that William Ruto decided to fire? Now, number one, we have to understand that working with William Ruto needs someone who is very much vibrant. Like, you have to be aggressive. Let me use that word. You have to be very much aggressive. You have to be hard. Now, one thing I've come to understand with these two people is that since they were given these positions, of course, okay, maybe they have been working. Maybe they've been working in different in the dockets in different places, but we've never known them. We only know that the CS of IT, there is a CS of livestock. Even during the time that this issue of agriculture was being mentioned, Andrew Kinyanjui was nowhere. Nobody was even hearing him talking. So that is one of the reasons why William Ruto found it easy to fire these people. Now, number one is that it was very easy for William Ruto to get access to these people because people don't know them. That is number one. Number one is, we did not know these people. So it is very easy for William Ruto to have them as praise simply because people don't know them. Unlike when you want to fire somebody like John Badi right now. Unlike if you want to fire somebody like, let me call him, somebody like Soipan Tuya, like Aden Duale. Are you seeing? These people are known. These people are known by almost everybody. So if you want to fire them, it will be very easy for people to know that these guys are being fired. Now, when this list came yesterday, when this information came out, leaked yesterday or came out yesterday, were you aware that William Ruto was going to fire some CSS? In fact, it did not even ring into your mind that there were some CSS who are going to be fired. So that is what is happening. William Ruto looked at okay, if I fire these people, who will notice? Because nobody knows them. So after all, even if I fire them, nobody will notice, not unless maybe it's someone who is very keen is the one that will notice that I've fired some. But for your information, right now there are two CSS that have been fired. Number one is that I've told you that William Ruto realized, or William Ruto knew that these people are not aggressive and are not vibrant. They are not known. So even if I fire them, I've told you that whether they were working or not, we cannot know right now. What we know is that they've been fired and their positions have been given to other people and they've not been assigned anywhere. So that is number one. Number two thing that is making William Ruto find it easy firing these people is that he has fired Andrew Kinyanjui. He's bringing in Kagwe. Now after the meeting, remember the meeting of the last meeting of William Ruto together with Uhuru Kenyatta. We don't know what they discussed. We really don't know what they discussed. But one thing I know is that maybe this one might be one of the discussions that I want you to bring in somebody like Kagwe. And to bring in Kagwe, I want you to create him somewhere. I want you to bring him somewhere, just put him somewhere. At least, let him be somewhere. So being somewhere, it forced William Samoei to go and sit down with these people and figure out. Because somebody like, you can't tell him that somebody like Andrew has got people. Ujamaa ana wafuasi. Let me put it in Swahili. Jamaa ana wafuasi, so ana mtu yote ambaye anaweza he has got no one that can go and defend him. He has got no followers that can go and defend him, saying that, okay, ask questions. That why are you firing this person? What has he done? What mistake has he done in his docket that is making you fire him? That is the thing. William Ruto knows very well that this person cannot be defended by anybody. So it is very easy for me to replace him without anybody noticing. And also Margaret. So are you seeing they don't have followers? Hawana wafuasi ambao wataamka na waanze kuwatetea na waseme kwamba kuna watu ambao kwa nini hao watu wanafukuzwa? Kwa nini wanatimuliwa afisini? Wamekosa ni kosa gani ambalo wamelifanya ambalo linasababisha wakatimuliwa afisini? It is that is the game. The game is people don't know you. Okay, let me ask you this question. You're working in a company that consists of 100 plus workers, employees, and your boss comes and decides to fire 2 or 3 people that, okay, they're working, yes, but now when you're considering now the level or considering where you are as an employee, the kind of work you're doing, the relationship that is in between you and your boss, will it be very easy for you to notice someone who has been underground, who has been down there? Okay, he or she has been working, but he's not that much close with the boss. Not very many people knows him or her. It will be very difficult for anybody to notice. Maybe now during the panel, or maybe during the board's meeting, is when we realize that there was someone who was fired and people were hired to replace them. But you cannot notice that much that quite mapema that kuna watu ambao wamefukuzwa kazi. So that is what is happening. Now I've told you there are 2 main key things that has made William Ruto to find it very comfortable and very easy to fire these people. Number one, these people have got no one that can defend them. Hawana wafuasi ambao watawatetea. Number 2 is that these people are not known. They are unknown. They are unknown in the government. They've been there for quite some times. From I don't know from which month, by the way. I think it's barely, is it 5 months? I don't think if it's 5 months, by the way. Okay, let's assume that maybe it's 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. Let's say August, September, November, December. 4 months. Let's just say 4 months. So it's barely 4 months, and these people have been fired. We say that fire without notice. You're being fired without being noticed that you're being fired. And then you're not even being told where you're going to be taken to. Okay, after all, guys, that is all for today. I just wanted to know what is happening. Let me also know what to think at the comment section concerning William Ruto just deciding to fire these people without doing any mistake. And until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Ovino. Bye-bye.